Good early morning, parents. I'm going to show you quickly how we teach the kids how to divide. So when I'm teaching division, I usually start off with reading a story called The Doorbell Ring. And so one of the easiest ways I teach the kids to divide is like I use objects like, okay, if you have 35 cookies, which is your total, or really we like to do the vocabulary, this is called the dividend, and you have 5 friends, how can you share them equally, the divisor, so that everyone gets the same amount? So if you have 35 cookies and 5 friends, we tell 5 friends represents groups. So here that group situation goes back again to multiplication. So we tell them draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're going to equally share it. And so in this basically is equal groups, just like in multiplication. But we have to tell kids you're going to divide 35 cookies into 5 groups, which is the 5 friends. 1, 2, and you're going to count up to 35. 3, 4, 5. So they just keep counting until we get to 35. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And I say you keep counting until you see how we're going to equally share. So how much did each friend get? Well, each friend got 7, which is called the quotient. And so we really just use equal groups to teach the kids how to divide. Now another way I teach the kids is with base 10 blocks. So they will actually have like, well, I put the number 35 there and I said we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when they have the base 10 blocks, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said, can we equally divide these rods and units on here so that everyone gets the same amount? Well, they said, well, we could put the ones there. I said, okay. Well, let's put these ones right here. So I'll just use a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said, now we equally divided this. I said, but what about these rods? Do each one of these rods get shared between the 5 groups? They say no. So I said, we have to regroup, and there goes that regrouping again, or exchange these rods for units. So in actuality, this would be 30 units. I said, now let's equally divide the rest of these 30 units. So they already had 5, so then we'll count by up to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I said, now did we equally divide that? And the kids say, well, yeah, we did. So how many did each one get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then our quotient is 7. And we label this here too. This is called the quotient. We want the kids to see it different ways. That was the 5, which was the dividend. Now, parents, I do want to remind you, we don't actually do long division in 3rd grade like how we were taught, but they still need to see that this means to divide. This means how many times can 5 go into 37? So we don't actually teach them, well, 5 go into 35 7 times. We actually teach them how to break it down and regroup like this. And that, in a sense, is division.